Alright, there's a person on YouTube that wants to know how to reinstall the bolt for this Higgins model 583.21. And in other words, it was a Mossberg made, but the Sears stamped their name back in the 60s, I believe, their Higgins name. And this is a 16 gauge bolt action. It has a tubular magazine. And I love the 16 gauges, as you know from my previous videos. Okay, so let me get right to it for the reinstallation of this bolt, because it could be a little tricky sometimes. First thing you want to do is make sure it's unloaded. Make sure there's nothing in the chamber, in the magazine tube. That's the first thing you want to do. Make sure it's unloaded, okay? No accidents. Alright, so say I'm going to take this bolt off. What you want to do is you want to take the bolt stop screw off right here on the side, and if it's stuck, put a little bit of oil on it. Make sure you get the right screwdriver. Even though this is not the right screwdriver for it, it is loose, so I know it's loose because I've taken this a while back and cleaned it. Needs cleaning again, so make sure you take the screw, and it's such a small screw, so make sure you put it to the side, so make sure you don't lose it. Alright, so then you want to bring the safety back, all the way back, because if it's forward, it won't come out. So make sure you bring it all the way back. Put the bolt all the way up. Push the trigger in. Again, make sure it's completely unloaded. Pull the trigger back. Hold your trigger with your finger, and then bring your bolt. Slide it all the way back. You might have to jig it a little bit, but then it'll come right out. See? So there's your bolt. Let me wipe it off a little bit. Needs to be clean again, as you can see. I got to really buff this out. Okay. First thing you want to do now for reinstall it. It's a little tricky sometimes. Let me show you with this. As you can see, right here, I don't know what you really call it, but I'll call it the shell lifter. I guess it's called. And what it does is, as you can see, I can push it down. See, it snaps right back. So it's right almost at the bottom. So every time you pull the bolt back, the shell lifter comes up, puts another round in front of you, push the bolt forward, and then bring it back. This will come right back down, and then bring another shell up. So as you can see, I can push it with my fingers, and I can snap it back down with my finger, okay? So this is the problem that people are having problems with, to put the bolt back. So when that goes up, this protrudes beyond this lip here, and that's what's going to mess you up right there, this little piece here. It's connected to the lifter, so you don't have to worry about coming out or coming apart. So if that's up like that, let's just say that's up, and you're trying to put your bolt back, first thing you do is make sure that your bolt, let me get a little lighter here for you. There. Stop the camera from shaking. Make sure it's the arm, the bolt arm is halfway where this notch is. So if I hold on to this and that moved like that, you actually will not be able to get the bolt back in there. It won't be properly in there, so you're going to have a hard time. So make sure your arm, hold this, and just snap it in there like that. See how it kind of snaps in? Alright, so if it's like that, make sure you hold this from moving, and then turn this, and then snap it in. And it'll go halfway where the arm is, and right in that little notch. So that's the first thing you do, and then that's the correct way. Second thing, make sure you line it up correctly. Put it in there. Okay? And then what's going to happen is, if I keep pushing this bolt, see how that's going to go in now? It's going to slide softly in there, smoothly, but it's going to hit this little piece up here. So if I bring this, well, first of all, if I bring this bolt forward, now watch this piece go forward. Now watch, see how it's starting to go down, that little piece, that lifter? Now watch what happens when I push it all the way. Snaps right back up in there. So there you go. That's how easy it is. So easy, okay? Now, if you have your, see what happens is sometimes the lifter Say the lifter comes up like that, okay? And there, I just actually push it up with my hands. And you push it forward. So what happens is, now I'm going to hold this lifter up. And this is the problem that people have. I'm going to hold it up there. And I just pushed it up in there. See that? So I actually pushed the lifter, and sometimes it does it automatically. And it will stay just like that. So now, it's locked in there. See, I won't be able to, I can't do anything. I can't move the bolt forward. I can't move it back. None of that. And then it's stuck. So when it's stuck like that, what you have to do, and this is a problem probably people are having, is you have to kind of jiggle this bolt around and push this at the same time. So kind of push this lifter piece, jiggle this bolt, and how I'm pushing it down, then take your screwdriver and push it all the way down. Okay? Boom, I just pushed it all the way down. So now you got your bolt back out. See that? And then what also happens is, say I push that back like that, and I have this bolt completely out, right? Say I push this lifter down, there. Now the lifter is completely down at the bottom. Well, there's a piece here, you see that little silver type piece? That's part of the lifter, so let me push it up. See how that moves? Right there. So I have that completely pushed down. Now look, I can't push the bolt forward. See that? There's no way to push that bolt forward because of that piece right there where the lifter's down. So make sure you push the lifter back up. Okay? And then bring it forward a little bit over that little piece I just showed you. Bring it forward, but don't go too forward. And then only go right up to that piece where that little piece is protruding out. Then take your finger, or you can even take a screwdriver, but I use my finger. Push that down. As soon as you push that down, take your bolt, ready to go. See that? See that? Ready to go. So I didn't put the screw back in there. So again, let's do this one more time. Make sure you go right to the piece here. Don't go beyond that piece. If you go beyond that piece, it's not going to work. Push that down with your finger. Lock it in there. Take your screw. All right. I put the bolt back where it goes. Take your screw. Put your screw back in. Put it in there nice and straight so it doesn't strip. Tighten it just somewhat like that. Now you got it. See? Works great. See that? Make sure you clean it when you have it completely apart. You can really clean it up. There you go. I hope that helps you. I hope I did it right for you so that you could see it clearly. I know it's a little hard on video, but good luck with it. If you have any problems, give me a email and I'll try to redo the video again. All right. Take care and be safe. Happy holidays.